Welcome back everyone to our last segment of our AutoCAD design series. In the previous lessons, we learned how to create our elevations, the front, the rear, the right, and the left elevations, right? Okay. Now, this last aspect of our design lesson, we'll be dealing basically with creating of our sections, which are the section XS and section YY. Okay, let's dive right into it and see what we are dealing with. So now here is our section XX, right? And then here is our YY, right? Okay. So now to create that, the first thing we need to do is cut off the plane where we are dealing with. Okay. Now if you should look at this plane here, this XS here is cutting across a wall, right? This is a wall here, it's cutting across a wall and coming here, cutting across a door. Take note, this door now is in between a wall. Let's assume there is no door here, right? It will be completely blocked with a wall, right? Now, because of the door, it is now becoming an open space. So now we are having a wall here in which there is a door within the wall, right? Don't make mistake of that. Same here also, okay? And here we are cutting across a wall here. Now, here now that we are having a door within a wall, there are two ways of doing it. The first one is we can either show the wall and then now indicate the door in between, right? And then we put in a lintel on top. And the second way is cancelling out the walls, removing the walls and putting only the door starting from the lintel level, right? Now, let's get this clear. Any wall we are cutting across, like these two walls here now, and this wall here, which is not indicated there but indicated with a door, right? We'll be having a footing. We'll be having a footing, right? Now, apart from that, any window or door we are cutting across this time around, any window or door we are cutting across will be having a lintel above it, right? You know, after when you are making a construction in real life experience and you create the spacing for your door and your window, and now you want to continue laying the extra coaches of block above your lintel level, you know you have to cover the seal of your window and door with a lintel. So now that's what we are trying to talk about here now. Now that we've cut our plane into section, we've cut our sections, we've divided our building now, we are now creating a sectional area now, right? So now the sectional area now will be showing the complete details of our structural works, including the foundation members, the roof members, and the wall or concrete members also, everything. We have to see everything. So that's just what we are needed here, is needed here. So now let's dive right into it and see. First of all, we need to delete all these parts since our XS plane is indicating our direction of work as this area here, right? Now we'll be cutting this section. We'll be drawing out anything we are cutting across and anything we are seeing. We'll be indicating that, right? Okay, let's now go ahead and trim out the unneeded parts. Right, okay, let's do that. Let's trim out this from here now. Below, not needed anymore. Okay, now we can just go ahead and erase all this. I'll just go ahead and erase all this. These are not needed. So this is where is needed. Let's just go ahead and change this to section XX. X, right? Okay, let's leave it there. Now let's create layer for elevations or for sections also, or should we just edit this and make it our elevations and sections, right? I think that would be nice. Sections. Okay, I think that's okay. So instead of us creating for section, though you can go ahead and create for section also and give it a different color, right? It's your choice. But I'll just be going on with the same parameters. So let's just go ahead and it's just still the same concept as what we did in our elevation. Okay. So now here we are having this, just the same concept I have here, but just little differences. Then I will be indicating the thickness of our wall, right? That's one. Let's complete that first. We're having this also, right? Now let's indicate this. I think this is where our door is indicated. We are cutting across a door here also, okay? And now we are seeing this window also. We cut across this plane, right? And this direction of our arrow now, our excess arrow now, is indicating that we draw anything we are seeing across the cut plane, across the plane which we cut, right? So we are looking at it from this side, we are seeing this window also, right? Here we are seeing a plain wall, so we are not able to see these windows. And we are also seeing this window also, right? And take note, we are seeing the edge of this closet here also and here, right? We are seeing, so I think those are all what we are seeing, right? Now let's just go ahead and finish this up. Let's just the same concept as how we did our elevations, right? So let's do the same thing. Copy 3,000, right? For is entering 2,100, enter, and then let's trim out this. This is not needed. Okay, let's select all this. No, not you. This and all this and move them downwards. Okay, now let's move it downwards. So now here is our ground floor. Okay, okay, so here is our ground floor. And take note, we are dealing with section, right? Now we need to indicate our foundation footing details too, but we'll come back to that. Let's first determine this. Now here is our wall here, right? Now we need to create the thickness also. Let's offset this to 30, right here, and this wall also, in which our door is in between, right? So that's just the first way of doing it, and then we'll be indicating our door in between. But okay, let's just continue first. We'll come back to that later. And then okay, let's go and bring in our windows that we are seeing. We are seeing completely. Let's copy our windows. Okay, we are having this here, like this, and also this here. Okay, then these aren't needed anymore. All right, let's just go ahead and delete them out. Okay, and we are having this. Okay, let's still leave this as this. Okay, now let's offset this with half of 230, which is 115, right? In which our door is in between our walls, right? Our two walls. Okay, let's just leave it like this. And then let's copy this. Let's copy it upwards with a distance of 230 to indicate the thickness of our lintel, right? To indicate the thickness of our lintel. Okay, so now what we need to do now is, let's see, let's trim this out. Let's make our drawing clear now. Okay, okay, let's trim all these aspects out. Okay, let's just select this and this and delete it. And now this also, right? Okay, let's trim this here, this, this, this. Okay, now and then we'll trim out this also. Then we are trimming this out. This is a method of indicating your door, the door will cut across. And another way, you can just extend this line, this your walls. You can extend it down to the ground floor, indicating that it is a wall, but a door is cutting at the door, but a door is in between the wall. But this is just a meaningful way of doing it by just indicating only the door. And here is the lintel on top, and here is the sectional area of the remaining coaches of our block work, right? Okay. So now we can just go ahead and adjust this our closet wall also, which is this single line, this edge here you are seeing, right? You can just go ahead and edit that also. And then I think if we are standing here, we'll be seeing this wall edge also, this edge here and this edge. Should we indicate that? Or okay, I think it's advisable to indicate it, which is this, right? Which is this, because we are sectioning deals with anything you are seeing. Anything after cutting the pair, anything you see, you have to draw it out, right? So we are seeing this edge here, this edge of our wall here, right? Which is this edge here, just a single line. We are not seeing the other edge of the wall. Since we are not cutting across the wall, we are only seeing the edge, right? Okay, so we should be having something like this. All right. Now, I think this is just all what is needed here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and complete it up. Let's go ahead and complete it up. Let's just move this down. Let's move this down a little bit. And then let's design the footing. Now, normally, after our ground floor, we are always having, now we are now moving down to the foundation details, right? This is our ground floor level. And anything beneath that is our foundation details. Now we are having our oversized concrete of 50 millimeters thick. Is it 50 or 1 of thickness? I think that's for oversized concrete is 50 mm, 50 millimeters, right? Yeah. Am I correct? Yes. Come in, let's see something. Okay, I think it's 150. It's 150, sorry. It's 150 millimeters. And then after that, we're having the area for our hardcore, which is 300. Yes, 300 millimeters, right? And then after that, we're having the rest of our foundation footing, which is always 450 also. So everything giving you 900. Oh, sorry. So we can also have 1,000. Your foundation depth can also be 1,000, 1 to 1 is depending. But here I'm using a foundation depth of 900, right? Okay. So now what we just need to do now is to extend this up to this level, right? Let's extend this up to this level. Okay, having this. Where are we having footing again? Any wall you are cutting across will surely be having a footing, right? So now here also should be having a footing since it's also a wall. Okay, now let's copy it here to the other side, 230, right? Okay, now let's change. Okay, so now let's copy it also, and then bring it here. Okay, oh sorry, let's just edit it here also. Coming 230, right? Okay, and I just trim it out. Okay, we're having something like this. So let's just design it properly. Let's trim it out properly. We're having this here, and this should be going also. Right, here is our wall. Okay, we're having this, and this should be trimmed out also. Right, this should be trimmed out, and here also. Not only indicating our footing here, and then here also should be trimmed out, right? Okay,